Very, very nice. Couldn't be better. Beautiful. Amazingly, just over here, there are breaking waves, which are from one of the mud banks. The Thames is a series of 4 or 5 mud banks which come out like fingers, or the channels really are the fingers, on the left hand. So I'm coming up the thumb here along the edge of the Kent coast. There are 2 or 3 other ones. There's one that runs up the Essex coast, and navigating them in the past was really, really hard. Great skill, because there really weren't that many marks, but nowadays with GPS, even an idiot like me can get across the Thames. They've got great names: Knock John Channel, Knock Deep, Maplin Spit, East Swin, The Wallet. The Wallet! Why is it called The Wallet? Gunfleet. Great. And then there's this one, had to go for it, Knob Channel. At the moment I'm in the Margate Channel, which hugs pretty close to the coast. I wonder how deep we are now. Yeah, 11 metres. Bloody loads of water. The water should be slopping down pretty fast underneath us. I mean, we're doing 5 knots. 5.5 knots over the ground. Boat's still only doing 4 knots through the water, despite having the spinnaker up. But we're doing 5.2 knots. Very good indeed, very good. Mustn't become a speed freak, but just shows that you cannot ignore the tides. You have to obey the tides. You have to listen to what they're saying. Yes, don't you? Yeah, don't you, Ray? Every now and then makes you kind of forget that it's there, and then it makes a noise and reminds you that actually Ray's steering. While you're here just having fun, Ray is working like a dog, aren't you, man? Yeah, good boy.
The swale which runs up the back of the Isle of Sheppey offers a shortcut to the Medway. The channel is almost unnavigable at low tide, but on the flood, the current runs through it at up to 3 knots.
Oh, the Ignora, there's a strong tide going. Gee. Wow. South Margate. Huge amount of tide underneath me.
The coastline to the north and south of the swale are lined by stark white banks of not sand, not shingle, but the recently discarded shells of countless millions of sea creatures. Their whiteness is in stark contrast to the ever murkier colour of the water, and the change in the water is as apparent in a boat as it is on Google. The whole ecology of the estuary is changing in a most remarkable way.
The amazing thing is that the colour of the sea around me has changed completely. Before it was quite blue and clear when I left Ramsgate, it looked lovely. Now it's gone brown. It's full of mud from the Thames. This is classic Essex and North Kent water. It's so brown that when you walk into it, by the time you're up to your ankles you can't see your toes. It really is that kind of murky. I don't mind it because it's the water I'm used to. It makes me feel quite at home, but lots of people don't think it's very attractive. Why are you making that noise? You. Over here is a place called Shell Ness, which has built up, and behind it is a marvellous large mud flat. I'm now getting into excellent bird territory, so we should get to see some nice birds. Just because the mud is so nutritious for the birds, full of worms, all those nutrients come pouring down the rivers and the Thames and the Medway and settle in the mud, and the mud is just alive with invertebrates, which is of course what the birds live off. Look at the tide on that. Just make no progress if I was trying to go against it. None at all. deceptive. Incredibly, that says 7.3 knots. Really down to the tide rather than down to the boat, but even so, we are kind of reaching.
But if it's going the wrong way, you might just as well do what these people are doing, which is to drop an anchor and wait for it to turn. But when it's flowing underneath you, the effect is electrifying. One of the highlights of the trip is to go under the lift bridge. But the man in charge, it seemed, was having a bad day and just wasn't in the mood.
I was told that the bridge would rise for me. So I got hold of the bloke on the radio and he said, "Can't you lower it yourself? Can't you lower your mast, mate?" And that was it. Well, that's not very nice, is it? So it took me an hour and a half to get through the bridge. I'd have thought his job was to open and close the bridge. I'd have thought that was the job. I'd have thought that was all he had to do, was to open and close the bridge. Bastard.
I came up around the 80-degree bend and into Queenborough, with the riverbanks becoming more industrial all the time. Past the acres of shiny new cars waiting for their eager owners. Then, after a short stretch of the Medway proper, it's turn left into Stangate Creek, accompanied by Whippet. She was designed as a bonded barge. She could easily be sealed by the customs men to move duty-paid commodities around. Whippet was originally designed for rowing by 4 strong men, wielding huge sweeps, always making the most of the tide. They still had barge rowing races on the Thames. In the 70s, Whippet changed hands and was rigged in the style of a Thames barge. Lee boards were added. She now looks and handles like a small sailing barge. She is what would be called a barge yacht, a rich man's toy, but no less beautiful for all that. She is a wonderful thing to see. Also in the creek was a small fleet of Dutch yachts on their way to Chatham. By the time the sun was going down, everyone had left the creek to myself and the birds. Marvellous.
Absolutely amazing. One of the things I really like doing is, especially in a place like this, is following the tide up a river. And what you do is you wait at the bottom, and just as the tide turns, you follow the tide up, drifting very gently with the general up. Today's been the best day's sailing I've had so far. The tide was behind us all the way. We were doing up to 7.5 knots. It was fantastic. We did nearly 40 miles. Definitely the best day I've had so far. Absolutely brilliant. Just wish I could find a way of making a living doing this. Beautiful evening. Absolutely amazing.